All right, continuing on through the different layers of material we're going to study. First, we have page 1 of your brain dump, the process matrix. Page 2 of your brain dump, a certain collection of formulas. The flashcards you're going to flip through every day. The ITTO exercises you're going to practice multiple times a week. And we have the manual version, and we have the interactive drag and drops. Then we have what you're going to read and retain on a best effort basis with the PMBOK guide, the study guide, and my e-learning course. And now we come to the study group. And this is where you're going to hopefully find a way to get together with some other people who are preparing for the PMP exam and meet physically in a certain location at a certain time once a week for 2 hours and work through a chunk of practice questions. Ahead of time, pick a certain knowledge area that is going to be the focus that week. And so everybody can prepare and come ready to work through those practice questions. And avoid chit-chat and socializing. Make this all business. You're going to try to plow through as many questions as you can. You're going to each read a question to yourself and then commit and write down your answer, A, B, C, or D, and then signal when you're ready to discuss. And then everybody goes around the table and discusses, and you look up the correct answer. And if you didn't get it correct, you understand why not. And through the discussion, you'll deepen your understanding of the material. So this is really valuable. And it's really important to practice these questions one at a time and learn from them. Learn from each one. Answer it, check your answer, learn what you can from it, and then move on to the next question. As opposed to practice tests, where I see far too often people will work through a whole big practice test of 100 or even 200 questions and spend 2 or 4 hours early on in their study cycles. It's a complete waste of time. It's a lousy way to learn. These practice tests are only good to assess whether you're ready to sit for the exam. So why on earth would you waste any time or energy doing that early on in your study cycle when you know that you're nowhere near ready to sit for the exam? If you do any practice tests at all, save it for late in your study cycle when you're just about ready to sit for the exam to assess whether you are in fact ready for the exam. That's the only place that practice tests have in your study regimen anywhere. The rest of the time you should be doing practice questions one at a time. And the study group is a really engaging way to do that activity because the discussion between the different members of your study group really helps you deepen your understanding. So if at all possible, try to pull some people together and run this study group. If you're not able to do that, I do a remote session as close as possible to every single week, typically on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time. You can find the connection details in the student portal on my website. But again, if you can possibly pull people together to do this in person, wherever you're located, it's really an engaging experience, and it creates a lot of peer pressure and motivation between the different team members.